And welcome to Sports Report. Here I am Jack Thompson alongside Carter Russell. We'll share our opinions and share a little bit of knowledge on a little bit of every sport here today. First things first, we're going to be talking about the Michigan-Ohio State game. I know Carter will have a lot of opinions about that, but first off, what a game. I mean, that's the first thing that I wanted to say. It was a game that we knew would be an elimination game for the college football playoff, and it turned out to be everything that everyone thought it would be. Carter, what were your thoughts on that game?
Well, let's go to the replay, and I'll show you some things that I thought.
Urban Meyer and Jim Harbaugh going head-to-head. Michigan and Ohio State. Buckeyes ranked second. Wolverines ranked third. Wilton Speight did
This ball,
start in this
it was a
game.
good thrown ball. There was a man wide open up here. Here, pause it.
Speight is
Go back a little bit. So you can bring it back a little bit. There, no. Right, stop. Box.
Michigan and Ohio State. Buckeyes ranked
No, I'll tell you
second.
to stop it.
Wolverines ranked third. Wilton Speight did start in this game. Remember, he has been banged up.
So that guy,
That guy right there was open. We had a guy here.
and he also
had Chesson coming across the middle here. The ball was tipped because, as you can see, the ball, it was supposed to come here, it comes a little bit short because the D-tackle flying in here.
what I didn't get about the play though was the pass. You are on the 6-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Look at the score too. It's 3-0. And Ohio State has not gotten anything going yet to this point. Why do you even throw the football? That's what I wanted to know if you're Jim Harbaugh. Where after this play, Ohio State kind of got on the board and they played with a little more confidence after this play.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Michigan should have stuck with their strength and just ran the football, what they've been doing all game between the tackles and what they've done all year, but I can't control that, so.
Alright, so you can roll it.
And here Speight is picked off by Malik Hooker in a 3-0
That kinda got
game.
everything going for
Hooker
Ohio
brings it
State
back
from
his
this point on.
third.
Then another thing
Six
too
of
is
the-
it brought the crowd back into the game, which really helped out in Ohio State's favor. too.
Yes. Go ahead,
Here's
Mike.
7th for the
This
team.
was a great move by
Both
Peppers.
score
Proves why he's one of the
records.
best
Ohio
players in
State
the
on top,
country.
7-3. Ensuing
Cuts
kickoff.
upfield. He's about
Jabril
2 blocks away
Peppers.
from breaking that one for loose for a
Look at the
touchdown.
moves.
Here, Toby, if you want to go back, I'm going to show you guys just how many guys he would end up
Ensuing kickoff,
making
though, Jabril
this.
Peppers.
Go back a little bit more.
And here Speight is picked off by Malik Hooker in a 3-0
right, Toby, this
game,
is
and
good.
Hooker brings it back his third pick 6 of the year, 7th for
All
the
right.
team.
Ready? Pause it right here.
Ohio
Pause right
State
here.
on top, 7-3. Ensuing kickoff, though, Jabril
What are you doing?
Peppers.
You can see, well, before the video, you can see he shifts the entire defense this way and cuts all the way back, just following his blockers down the sideline. He was one spin move away from breaking that loose for a touchdown. Just a spin move delayed him just a little bit.
Which was a huge play because if you look at the time in the game and you look at the score, it was a huge play so Michigan could get a
Try to get a score
touchdown.
before the half. Yeah.
Mhm.
Erase all this. All right, go ahead and play it.
Look at the moves, setting Michigan up with great field position. And later in the drive,
This was a
Smith
big play.
touchdown.
Big fullback
Down
Cleve
by
Hill out of
the goal line,
Detroit,
Cleve
Michigan.
Hill. The Wolverines
How about the
touchdown.
emotion though from Wilton Speight? I love that call. Michigan has been running the football great, was running the ball great all day, and they just decided to go with their big fullback to rumble and bumble it in. Go ahead
Yeah,
and
they stuck to what they've been
roll it
doing
up.
all year, which is good.
10-7 at the break. To the third quarter we go. J.T. Barrett.
This right
Here,
here.
and if Toby, if you want to pause it right there for me,
Barrett has hit his
or go back
Go
a little
back,
bit,
just
go
a
back a
tiny
little
bit.
bit,
To about 50. There you go. You're
a
good.
little farther, a little farther.
No, we're good because we're at Spade. Play it to him.
Marines on top 10-7 at the break.
Ready, set. I'll tell you
To
when
the
to pause.
third quarter we go. J.T.
All
Barrett.
right, pause it. Pause it. Okay, so if you want to notice here, they have a spy here. So if J.T. Barrett would get outside of the pocket, that is his responsibility. That was one of the rare times in the game where I could look and say they had a spy on J.T. Barrett, and
Yeah,
when
he
they
wa-
did have a spy, he was very uncomfortable in the pocket and showed like, hey, I'm not comfortable in the pocket, and I want to just run the ball myself.
Yeah, most of the game he was just looking to run the ball. He didn't really. I mean, he would just drop back, take a 2-step drop, and just take off, and nobody there to stop the run.
Alright, Toby, you wanna roll?
Barrett is hit as he throws. It is tipped
What a
and
play
it is
by Peppers, though.
intercepted by
First
Peppers.
interception
The
of his
first
career for
interception
Peppers.
of his career.
And another thing that I want you guys to notice is what the score was. It was 10-7. Michigan chance now to get a 2-possession lead, which is very big in that game.
Michigan takes over in Buckeyes territory. Golden opportunity now for Michigan to extend.
This was the biggest play of the game.
10-7, but
Spade with the hurt
fumbles
collarbone, they driving that whole time down the field off of the turnover. Costly turnover for Michigan in the end, towards the end of the game.
Here, we're going to roll it a little farther here. Toby, here, I'm going to go a little back. All right, roll it, Toby.
I can't believe it. It's still 17-14. The fans
All right,
showing their frustration.
now if you want to pause it here,
Unbelievably.
pause it, Toby. So here, the thing that I didn't get about this play, though, Carter, was their spy, if there was one, which it could have been a light blitz too, but he was right here. Where if this guy holded his block correctly, he had a lane here, but it was a great job getting pressure on the outside for the Michigan Wolverines.
Oh yeah, very well penetration by the DNs there. Just run their chop dip rhythms on the side.
Tense game. Barrett, fourth quarter.
That was just a great throw. One of the only good throws he had all day.
Yeah,
He
the
had a really
Michigan
hard
eight.
time struggling to pass the ball all day.
It was a clutch throw too, and that's what I liked about JT Barrett in this game was he was making good decisions down the stretch.
Yeah.
A few plays later, they bring Durbin out again.
Durbin, who struggled all day, comes
And
up
this
clutch
time
and
he
bangs
is
home the
straight and
big
true.
kick to send it to
And for the
OT.
first time in the history of this series, they go to overtime. In the OT,
All right, Toby, if you're gonna stop this right here. Okay, so watch this. They had two linebackers. Well, they're right here and right here. They're both splitting. So like we've been talking about all day, there's no
Open field,
spy.
Yeah.
There's no spy. So what does Barrett do? He's gonna look, sees a lane, right in for the score. Great decision by JT Barrett. And one of the rare plays where you could say for Michigan's defense where they got outsmarted on that play.
Yeah. Michigan's strength is to drop back into coverage and occasional blitz, but they didn't do a very good job of keeping them in the pocket.
on a first and goal, the QB draw, they ran this with great regularity throughout the game. That puts Ohio State on top 24-17, but then look at this pass.
This is a great pass and even a better catch by Amar Darbo.
And what I liked about the catch was how he went to his knees and caught the football with his arms underneath. It was a
Oh
great
yeah,
play.
kept good possession of the
Into
ball.
Amar and Darbo, and Harbaugh's pumped. We go to a second overtime in the second OT.
Here, I'm
3rd and 4 from the 19. Spate.
here.
That was
It could have been
clearly
pass
a hook there.
interference.
He had no
Knocked
chance to
away.
catch the ball. Would have been a
Michigan
first down,
will be
set up
forced to
Michigan for a
try
big
a field
score.
goal.
But that was just the story of this
Now it's
game.
Ohio State's turn could win it with a touchdown on 4th and
All right,
1.
so pause it right there.
Pause it.
Okay, so if you're gonna watch, here is the first down. Okay.
That's just an
Look
estimate.
at
Remember
this.
this.
Yes. Look at where the ball is. It's right about there. Is when his so-called forward progress stops. Now the question was for me and you was, was the ball at the sticks, in front of the sticks, or behind the sticks? We don't know. They didn't measure
never
it
measured
and
it,
never
yeah.
really helped it out.
That was a big part. I mean, you can go back to the replay, but the replay doesn't show the clear first down with the markers, but you should just go back to old school and measure it. But that can't change it now, so go
Alright.
ahead and play it, Joe.
Very controversial play. Does Barrett get it? Harbaugh says no. The officials said yes. They reviewed it, and it was upheld. A first down for Ohio State, and on the very next play,
Here,
This was
tell
just
him
a
if
block.
you're gonna pause it right there. Okay, this was great blocking, and
Yeah,
I love
you
the
see
blocking.
these two
You had a
here.
down block. He's got him, and he's got him, so that Curtis Samuel hits the hole, easy score, untouched, game over.
Yeah.
That was a greatly executed play for the Buckeyes, which they did in overtime late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. All right, we'll roll. You go ahead and close it out. We don't need any more.
All right. So, controversy or not, it was a great game. And I know, at least from my perspective, I thought he got it. What about you?
I didn't think. I mean, I think it was a close play. If you were to look at it on the initial play, you'll think he got it, and on replay, it looks like he got it, but I think if they would have brought the sticks, it would have been a lot different than what of an outcome than what it would have been last Saturday. So.
Alright, moving on from that. College football playoff championship weekend this weekend. We'll have the top 4 revealed that will be going to the playoff on Sunday afternoon. Carter, will start out. Who's in your top 4?
Well, obviously my one is Alabama. They've proved themselves all year, which is just, everyone saw that come in. Then I have, at the 2 spot, I think Ohio State will sit with not playing the game this weekend because of Penn State, Wisconsin. And then I got in the 3, I think Clemson I think it'll be a good game, but I think they'll hold their own against good Virginia Tech team who's prone to turning the ball over, and Clemson likes to take it away a lot. But at the 4 spot, if Washington loses, they will be pulled. If they win, they'll stay. But I think they'll be beat by a run-strong Colorado team, and I think either the winner of the Big Ten championship game or Michigan will get into the 4 spot, and we'll have 2 Big Ten teams.
So then, who would be your 5 and 6 as of today?
As of today, my 5 and 6 are Michigan, Wisconsin.
Okay, so my number 1 is Alabama. I mean, we know they're in. If they lose by 1,000 points, they're still going to be in. Okay, my number 2 is Ohio State. Now, I went back and forth on my 3, 4, and 5 teams for this reason. Quality wins. And for that, I went with Clemson at the 3, and then I went Michigan at 4, Washington at 5, and then Colorado at 6. And here's why. Michigan has the better wins against top 10 teams. Washington's best win right now might be a win over Stanford, who's a very lackluster team, who's not been the team that we thought that they would be this season. That being said, though, if Washington wins, they will jump Michigan, in my opinion. But as of today, I think Michigan is ahead of Washington.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan's beat 3 top 10 teams this year. Really, the biggest game Washington's played all year was against USC at home, and they couldn't come out with a big win, especially being at home, which proves a lot to me. So I think I kind of agree with you on that part too.
All right, Tove, if you would like to get the Cowboys and Vikings highlights up. Cowboys and Vikings Thursday Night Football. Cowboys came in winning 10 straight games behind the play of Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. And it was a game for me that I learned more about the Minnesota Vikings than what I did about the Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too. I mean, they had great pressure on the quarterback all night, pressured him, held him to 17 points, but offensively they just didn't get it done. They needed one. I think, in my opinion, they needed one big play to pull that game out, and the Cowboys got one big play and they didn't. So.
It's the holidays
And another thing that I wanted to bring up was, whoever thought that the Cowboys would be 11-1 after 12 weeks? So now we're going to go look at some video of the Cowboys and Vikings game.
They've got the league's leading rusher.
Here, and if you want to see this,
That's just a good run, hits the hole hard. That's just the Cowboys. That's Cowboys football right now. Walk up front, hit the hole. As you see here, the Cowboys